and welcome again to our new series, which is Breaking the Myth. So, for today's topic, we're talking about 3 BYOD myths, debunk and explain. So, we all know how BYOD policy is currently on the rise in the most Western countries, including Malaysia, is it?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's on the rise. There is bound to be myths and misconceptions on BYOD policy. So we are here to debunk the myth and explain the truth behind the myth. Are you ready, Daniel?
Well, I'm always ready, but before we jump right in, let me explain what is BYOD to our audiences. So BYOD stands for Bring Your Own Devices policy. It's where companies allow their employees to bring their own devices into the company for work-related activities. You can bring your smartphones, your mom's laptop, your father's tablets, anything at all, and you can still use that devices to gain access to company data. It's what BYOD policy does.
Yes, that's BYOD policy. So let's move on with the first myth, shall we?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so as for the first myth, BYOD policies is a security hazard. What do you think about this myth, Daniel?
Well, personally for me, I think it's both a hazard and not a hazard. It's 50-50. It depends on how well the company secure their devices. If you were to ask an employee to bring in any devices into the company and gain access to sensitive data without controlling their devices, and yes, it could be a hazard. But if that company were to use technology like MDM solution, like one of our company MDM solution, top tier. So if you use one of our MDM solution, you can actually control how the employee get access to our company data.
Oh wow, yes, that's true actually. So you don't have to worry about employees stealing your company data using their own devices, and their devices will have a separate container to store work-related files and their personal files. So if you ever wanted to delete all the work-related files or log access on your employee devices, you can do it remotely. As for the second myth, employees don't want BYOD because of the privacy reason, right? So now this is an interesting one. Don't you think so?
Yeah, I think it is because I don't want people to gain access to my personal data.
Yeah, that's true. But worker privacy is always a concern surrounding BYOD, but generally employees believe that benefits of BYOD outweigh them. The fear over privacy comes from the need to install the company-mandated security applications, which many believe allow their enterprise to spy on their phones. However, these apps are purely installed so that companies can communicate with the mobility management platform. They do not allow the company to examine the files, the message stored on the device. Only the files in the separate container in the employee devices can be monitored by the company. So the other personal files are not accessible by the company.
So, privacy concerns, totally debunk. So the company can only gain access to work-related files and not our employee files.
Yeah, that's correct. As for the final myth, do you think that BYOD makes employees lazier and distracted?
Honestly, for that part, it all comes down to the employee. If you give a really hardworking guy devices, technology to work, yes, of course, he can perform amazingly. But if you give someone who is not motivated to work, and of course, he's not going to perform on par.
Yeah, that's true. When it comes to being lazy or distracted at work, those are natural factors that we can control. It all depends on the employee's responsibility. What BYOD does is to improve their productivity. Okay, so yeah, I believe that it's the end of our video, right, Daniel? So yeah, you guys who watch this video, don't forget to click like and click subscribe, and don't forget to turn on your notifications as well to be notified with our upcoming interesting videos. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye bye.